Yeah. We're about to get out of Karaeous. This is the loading ramp of the Ebon Hawk. Once aboard, you'll be leaving the mining facility for good. Oh, thank goodness. Enter the Ebon Hawk. Yes, please.
Quick! We're gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's give the laser turret a workout.
Oh? Is that a new gun? It's rapid fire! Oh, I have a firearm. Oh, this is fun. How many are there?
We've got company.
Yeah, no kidding. Sith have boarded the ship. I thought I got them all. Unless they came from the other direction. One Sith assault trooper remains. There we go. Get him. All Sith troopers defeated.
All right, let's get out of here.
Hey, she made it on. How'd you survive?
There is no time. We must leave.
Okay, the Harbinger's coming after us.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. It's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up.
Look, can you fly this thing or not?
I'm doing all I can, and that's not enough. What'd you do to make these guys so mad? Well, either they hit us and destroy us, or they hit an asteroid and make the whole field go nova.
Ooh. Fire on the asteroids? Maybe the explosion will destroy them?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Not a very good option. No, someone might still be alive in the facility.
Hold on! This is gonna get a little rocky.
Never mind. Decision was made for me.
Planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi.
Yeah, it was on its way to Telos, if I remember correctly, and we were on board. We still don't know why they're looking for me, though, so why are those Sith looking for me?
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won.
But I was exiled from the Jedi Order.
Exile or not, the Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters.
What happened to the Jedi?
The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings.
But those Jedi who survived, what happened to them?
Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still in reverence to the fallen Jedi and those now lost.
If any survivors still live, we need to warn them.
Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them.
Before you said the Harbinger was on its way to Telos.
Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Karaeous astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Karaeous.
How did you know I was on board the Harbinger?
You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk.
How come I don't remember any of this?
Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds.
That's an unusual set of coincidences.
True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare.
How did we get to Karaeous?
I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Everyone's mean to the droid. He says he repaired the ship and got us to Karaeous.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
Come on, people, be a little nicer. We got away from the Sith, now how do we stop them?
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Oof. So what do you think we should do?
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough.
What do you mean?
You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
I don't have as much as I did then, so I'm not sacrificing as much, but I understand what you're trying to say. Okay, multiple options here. The Mandalorian Wars were my choice.
You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price, and in the end you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
That is one of the unfortunate things when good men go to war. If I do not try, then we have lost anyway.
Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look,
Oof.
not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
Okay, so I have multiple different options I can go here. You're right, she may need help. Can you handle things up here?
We're on autopilot until we hit Telos. Until then, a droid could fly this thing. Besides, I think our passenger could use your help.
What makes you say that?
I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
She didn't seem in pain to me.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
I'll go check on her then. Okay. Another level up. How about that? Attributes. Let's bump up dexterity. I'll give us a little bit more of a chance to hit. Keep persuade nice and maxed. Oh, I'm also going to want to repair demolitions. Okay, I'm going to need to check out some of these things eventually. Computer, awareness, security. More powers. Oof, so many choices. Oh, so many choices. Okay, this is going to take a bit. Okay, stasis is a level 9, so can't get that yet. Slows a dark side power. Force push. Yeah, force push. Okay. Hey, Atten, hopefully you can fly this thing straight. That hyperspace tunnel is cool. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Galaxy map. Shut down. They improved this ship? Cool. Ebon Hawk security system. Camera controls. Okay. Oh. Say what? There's another droid on the ship. Nice, they have T3 on a wander. Low security door. Another HK unit. I wonder if this is our old friend. This looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered on Karaeous. Its power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Repair, diagnose the droid. It looks as if the droid is missing 4 critical components: its droid processor or replacement chassis, the control cluster that's supposed to be stored in the chassis, and its vocabulator. I have a vocabulator. Take the vocabulator and insert it in the core. Success! You have destroyed the droid's vocabulator. Step away. I'm sure it still has more that needs to be repaired. But I don't have any other parts for it yet. Okay. Let's explore the ship a little bit. Ooh, lab station! Cool, we have one on the ship. Oh, chemicals are going to be a thing to buy whenever I can find them. Okay, got a little stuck. Ebon hot container. Oh! Oh! Oh, this has an actual Jedi robe in it. Okay. Oh, this is another one of those side rooms. Gotcha. I want to look around a bit more. They did improve the look of the ship. I'm liking it. Another crew dormitory. Why does it look all barricaded? That's weird. Got a workbench. Don't have any lightsabers. Only oh, the bowcaster. Targeting, pinpoint scope. Upgrade ranged keen. Okay. Wait. That improved the critical threat range. By a good margin, too. Massive criticals 2. Damage bonus energy. Massive criticals 1. Attack modifier 1. Damage bonus 1 to 3 energy. I'm going to do the attack modifier plus 1. And an ion charger. Damage bonus versus droids. Should have done that before. Assemble. And then armor. What do I have? Combat suit equipped. That's mine, I believe. I have a heat shielding. And a sonic. Biorestorative underlay. Regeneration 1. Yeah. Sure, I'll take that. Sith battlesuit. That's what Atton's currently using. Melee. Vibroblade. Grip. Okay, I don't have many of those yet. Massive criticals, huh? Okay, there we go. Do I have the... Nope, I have the Vibro Cutter. The Vibro Blade. Perfect. And that's the Bowcaster. But I upgraded the War Bowcaster, so I'm going to put that on. Plus 12 to hit. That is significantly better. Alright. I'm good with this for now. And then we have the engine room to check out. Cool. Okay, let's go talk with our Jedi companion. Hey, Kriya.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
When you lost your hand, I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Save your pity. I am here to save you, not the other way around.
Ah, you are here to save me, huh? Looks like you're the one who needs help.
I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you.
Sure. Okay, then teach me to shut out your pain. Next time it could be worse.
I do not know if it is possible, and I fear that had the pain been more intense, the consequences would have been more extreme.
Like what consequences? Death?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
But at your age, you could die at any moment, especially considering the way you act. But there's something... Probably not. Then we'll work on this together and try to be careful until we can fix this.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragas.
How could this bond have happened?
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows
Another
easily
Force
between
bond,
us.
huh?
When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kriya possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you use a Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
So what do we do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
Is there any place where we can retreat to?
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
And that is enough. Enough for what?
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
And if we find no traces of Jedi teaching on Telos to help us?
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
Gotcha. Other questions?
Ask.
I need to know more about the Sith hunting us.
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split.
Okay, first split.
Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
Yeah, we heard a little bit about that in our interaction with the Force Ghost encounter in one of the tombs on Korriban in the first game. Kind of fun that they tied that in a little bit, but it makes sense. So these Sith continue the crusade.
In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
I've never seen Sith assassins like those on the Harbinger.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes. or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
Joy. Can you tell me what has happened since the Mandalorian Wars?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
What happened after the war?
As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan's banner. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
What happened next?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
Yeah, we got all that. What happened to Malak?
As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Does Revan still live?
After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
Interesting. You're saying Revan abandoned the war?
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
Okay. Then we must do what we can until it has a chance to recover from the war.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
Can anything be done to help the Republic?
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
Because I'm the last Jedi.
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come. Ask.
Yeah, that's about it.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
Okay, we have bickering party members. The fool has a name. I'd like you to start using it.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first and his allies next.